Hello, so I want to try to use this video. It's to lay down a few ideas about envisioning a possible new timeline for the future of capoeira. Okay, here I'm just going to throw random ideas because we are looking for some visionaries, some people that have deep practice in capoeira, in building communities, people that can zoom out and see and maybe envision where capoeira is going. I feel that the whole world is at a turning point. We see it politically, we see it financially, we see everything that's happening around the world. And capoeira, as a mirror of humanity, is also shifting. So right now we are still in the eye of the storm, and everything is exploding, and there's a lot of hating going on. But very soon we're going to have to wake up and understand that it's us, right? Capoeira is us. Without us, there is no capoeira. Capoeira is expressed through our bodies, through our practice, through our day to day, through our words, through our posts. That is capoeira, right? So we need to try and envision some kind of future for capoeira, a future that is so broad that anybody can find himself connecting to capoeira, because capoeira has to be all inclusive. It has to be able to serve any person in the world, and it's doing it already. We see it. Yeah, we see it that you have all the examples of all the types, of all the lineages, for all ages, okay, for all body types, for all disabilities. We have it already. It exists. We just need to find a way to create a vision that anybody can connect to. Okay. um, for that, we need to understand what were the good things that happened in the past and what were the things that we can let go of, because that is one of the biggest challenges of capoeira right now, right? So, to find what are the lessons that we need for the future, and what were like practices that had to do with cultural or with the time and are not relevant anymore, and then we throw them. Okay, so we need people that have a deep knowledge of the lineages of capoeira, because we have to be very careful. As capoeira is reacting very quickly, it's mostly young people, and it's mostly untrained people. 99% of the people teaching capoeira in the world have not been trained by any organization. Okay, it doesn't exist in any martial art, by the way. I'm not saying that it has to be, but we want to, in general, create generations of conscious leaders. And you cannot develop conscious leaders without training. You cannot expect somebody to be born and he's conscious and he knows what to do good and what to do bad. He has to go through a university, just like in life, okay? But in this university, there is room for science, and there is room for art, and there's room for music, and there's room for culture, right? And just like in real universities, the mathematicians, they can be friends with the artists because they understand that they complete the picture. And you don't see the mathematicians saying the art is bad. And unfortunately, we're still at that level in capoeira, where different lineages are thinking that the other lineage is bad just because it is different. Okay, so obviously it's not like that. The truth is that how we developed in capoeira was to take the best out of all lineages. We took the best from Abada and the best that we could understand at that point. It's not each one does his best, right? So the best from Abada, the best from Senzala, the best from Uzenza, the best from all the Angoleros. We studied all the lineages of all the Angoleros to the best of our abilities. Okay, and from each one we always try to extract what was good for us. So I think that is more the future of the capoeira, that all lineages have an important piece of a puzzle, and how to create a vision that everybody can enjoy everybody's knowledge, because if not, capoeira is not going to survive the future. Okay, in the future, people are going to need a technology, in the near future, a technology that teaches them how to interact in collaboration but enable personal expression. This is one of the biggest challenges of society. How do we collaborate but still allow individual expression? So sometimes it goes too much to the individual expression, and sometimes it goes too much to the collaboration where eventually it becomes maybe a hierarchy or a communism. I don't know. Okay. So the balance, how do we construct something together? But there is a flexibility here that enables each one to uh, maximize his potential. That is capoeira, guys. It's been capoeira since the first day. In the Senzala, the slaves were there, they were trying to survive in chaos. Very similar, of course, not exactly, but if you play out the game, it's not different than what's happening now. Put yourself in the place of the person there. Total confusion, new world, no languages, doesn't understand. Am I going back? Not good. So in that confusion, they were looking to construct something new, remember the circle from Africa. They remembered some stuff. They took some new stuff from the local indigenous community. They took some stuff from the colonialism, and it mixed up into this beautiful thing that is capoeira. And now what we're saying, no, let's just use the African part of capoeira. No, let's just use the colonial part. Guys, it's not about that. Yeah. Capoeira is a tool. Okay. You need to use it for something. So that is the kind of talk that I want to open up. I want to find leaders around the world that are passionate about this subject, that love capoeira and want to see capoeira growing all over the world and want to see all capoeiristas thrive and want to have a good roda to play in every city in the world, and to have a couch to surf and a place to have a meal. It doesn't matter which group it is. You can use your groups, but we can also understand that I use this shirt, but I also love all the other shirts, right? So we need to find this, and it's only going to happen when we have leaders in capoeira that have this vision. Once the leaders have this vision, the students automatically are going to grow into this vision. So a lot of the chaos we're seeing now is just, it's a time where a new vision is being born. Some old visions are being left behind. It's still not clear where it's going. And I think this is a good time to sit down together, anybody that's passionate about capoeira, any language, any passport, any religion, and let's see if we can teach the world how to do collaboration with expression.